Hey, Scrubby friends, I am coming back to you with another tutorial, and this time it is in Photoshop. We are going to be working on this spread for the Smitten release from Traci Redesigns. It is absolutely adorable, so definitely go check it out. The link is down below. And let me know what you guys think about it. So today I had a question, not today, but a few days ago, I had a question on how to do clipping mask in Photoshop. And it was really a question about Photoshop elements. And when I did look it up, it is about the same. It doesn't look like you just have to do Control G or Command G on a Mac if you are on a Mac. But otherwise, you can also just go up to layers and click clipping mask. Right here, I am just showing you the Smitten kit. It is absolutely gorgeous. One thing about Traci Reed is she gives you a ton of stuff. So we are doing a spread on our adorable little puppy that we got right before the shutdown. I think we got him right before Christmas of 2019. So he is a little quarantine puppy. We did not know, obviously. And so he's definitely a character and very attached to my children. All right, so right here is where I'm going to show you. Unfortunately, I cut off the top, but we are just in the layers one, and then you just come down here and click on that, create a clipping mask, and that is where you are going to create a clipping mask. So as you can see from my spread, we are going to be doing some clipping mask with the tags that are in her kit. So it is pretty easy. If you have not seen my video before this, I did clipping mask in Canva, which they are much easier, but you just can't do as much in Canva as you can do in Photoshop. So, and I'm pretty good in Photoshop as I'm a photographer as my day job. So I've been working in this for several years. So. All right, so I am just going to go create a new spread here so that we can start fresh. I have brought in all of my pictures, as you can see. We are going to start with this Positively Smitten with You card. So this is a 4x6 card in her kit, and I wanted the saying on this. I didn't want it as a card. I just wanted this as the saying. So what I am doing here is just using that magic wand tool that I just clicked on the red, and then I will do the inverse because obviously I am looking to not get the red part. I want the cream part. So I will just do the inverse, and then I am going to fill this with black. So oh, I went to go do the inverse and forgot a little piece. So I'm like, oh, I have to go click on that piece. And there we go. And then I'm going to select the inverse. So therefore now my little marching ants are around the white part. And you're going to go see me click over here for the paint bucket tool. Sorry. Not black. I wanted this red. Sorry, guys. Definitely wanted it red, not black. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to just go drag that over here and then use my paint bucket tool. Unfortunately, when I was recording this, I was talking my way through it, but for some reason my voice did not record, so I'm having to do a voiceover now. So sometimes like matching up what I'm doing here and what I'm doing there is two different things. So all right, so I am just trying to grab that red. All you need to do is go over there and click on the two little boxes, and that will bring up your eyedrop tool, and then you just select the red that you would like, and I just match it to that little tag. I loved that little tag. So zoomed in. Now my paint bucket tool is selected, and here I go. You just have to go through and click each and every one. And there we go. Don't forget the little dots to your eyes. If you slip up like that, just Control Z or Command Z, I think is on a Mac. I don't know. Never worked on a Mac before, so only on a PC. And there is that part done. So that's pretty quick, but you can pretty much do that. I do that a lot with Allie Edward cards. I take things out of cards a lot, which is one reason I absolutely love working with digital. So, all right, so I wanted this card as a tag. So what you're going to see is me go through and find the tag. So here I'm going to open up I believe the sticker parts. Yep, stickers. So the tags will be in the individual files, and the stickers go all the way down to these tags. There we go. It doesn't matter which one we're covering this up. I just want the shape of the tag. And from there, I will drag that over to my spread. There you go. These were sized pretty well for my spread, and I liked the way that they were sized. So now I'm just going to go get that 3x4 card that I would like to make into a tag and drag that over to my spread also. Put that on top. So you need this layer to be on top of that layer. Position it over however you would like. You can also do this after you've already clipped it, so you can kind of see. Click that check button and then go up to that layers and click your create a clipping mask, or hit Control Alt G on mine, or I think it's Control G on elements. And there you go. You have a clipping mask. Like I said, you just want to make sure that the layer of the 3x4 card is over top of the tag so that it can kind of clip down to that tag. Then you can adjust it. You can move it anywhere you would like. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. You'll see like it still gives you the blue lines of that. And, you know, so you could adjust it however you would like, and you only see the shape of the tag. You do want to drag across or select both layers in order to move them, because if you just move that top layer, that's the only layer that will move. So you want to move both. This one you could definitely then merge together, but I wanted to make the same exact shape over and over again. So what I did is just duplicated both of those layers and dragged them down so that I could just delete that top layer off. Now, what you could have done is just did this with that bottom layer over and over again. I mean, sometimes I make my life harder than what it needs to be. So again, the same thing as what I spoke about in my video previously. If you haven't watched that one, definitely go. Is you can align these, is what I just did now. If you are a digital scrapbooker, that is something that you would need to do since you would be printing this out directly. But since I'm going to be printing out each tag and cutting them and putting them on a spread in real life, these don't have to be super aligned. This is just me putting together a spread. But I am showing you over here, also in that layers, tab, that you can go down to align and distribute and align all of those tags to make sure they're perfectly straight. So, all right. So here I am going to take that first layer off. I don't know. I had an issue with this one. I'm not sure why. Because I need to clip my photos onto them. There we go. I'm not sure what I was doing or what had happened. I'm not sure. Here are my pictures of our sweet pup. It is all of the same puppy. He is a Maltipoo with a, let me just see if I can get this right to begin with a white poodle mom and a black Maltese dad. So when he was born, he was brown and black, as you can see in this picture, super adorable. But as you got his hair cut more and more, yep, he turned into that little white puppy right there. Now that he definitely needs a haircut. That was actually right before a haircut, I think. I was doing a before and after. Yeah, kind of crazy. So he went into the white poodle that his mom was, actually, the more and more you cut his baby hair off. So unfortunately, we did want a black and brown puppy and got a white one instead. We always say that it's like his two personalities there. So all right, so now I'm just going through and clipping each one of those. I am going to go and select this row and make another row. Here I am. Drag that row up just to offset it a little bit. Delete those ones to put other pictures on, and it is as easy as that, pretty much. I did speed this up to about 150-ish%, so I am almost showing this in real life time. Again, I was recording this and talking through it with you guys. Unfortunately, the voice did not record and I did not know it. So that's probably why it looks a little shaky. Next time I'll know that either A, I'll check the voice, or B, I will go through it much faster because I won't have to be talking. All right, so the end is just to clip on some background papers. So that blue one and that pink one that I'm selecting right there. The other thing that I did was go through and find the brushes from this kit and add the ink swatch that you see back there, the little ink splashes. And then in that lower left-hand corner is another mixed media type thing, and added that there. So my last step in all of this is to spread it all apart so that I can print it. The Positively Smitten With You, the ink splatters, and that mixed media will stay in the text box. Did I mention the text box? There we go. Will stay right on the spread. Here you go. You can see me moving these over. So I opened up an 8.5 by 11 paper because that's what I'm going to print on. So you get a little bit more room other than that one. And just aligning all these, it doesn't have to be perfect. I also wanted that little blue embellishment as an actual embellishment. So you'll see me pull that off also and print that. And that is about it. We're going to go over to my desktop and I will see you over there. All right, we are back at my desk. This page is definitely going to come together pretty quickly. I think once I condense all of this footage, and even before I condensed the footage, let me see. Yeah, it took a total of like 17 minutes, and that's with cutting everything out. So normally it does. It takes a little bit of time in Photoshop and then just a few minutes at my desk putting things together, unless it's a more complicated one, or lots of stamping. Sometimes the stamping does take me a minute, but all right. So you are just seeing me cut everything out with that Friskers trimmer. And you're seeing my oldest son come down and reminisce about his puppy. Yep, so we got that all done. Now we are just going to place everything right on this page. Like I said, this one is a real simple layout once you get it to the desk. I love these type of layouts because you can just, they're just nice, fun, and easy. And you can honestly do this without the computer. This one is pretty easy. I have dies that you can cut tags with. You can cut tags in general pretty easy. So This one I would have to say is a pretty easy spread to duplicate, digital or not digital. So, all right, just laying out all these tags to kind of get the position of them and, you know, where I want to do. Cutting off the excess of all of those tags, you're going to see I accidentally printed on the wrong side of my photo paper. I haven't done that in quite some time because this photo paper, this is the Canon matte photo paper, and it definitely has a darker side and the regular side. So I haven't done that in quite some time. I used to do it all the time with the what's the kind I used? Oh, the Staples photo matte paper. That one you cannot tell the difference, and I used to do it all of the time on that one. I was about to use these red and white brads. They were just too big. I don't know. They weren't also laying flat on the paper because I believe they were too big. So instead, I switched over to these small little silver ones. I am going to put a little bit of washi on the back of them just because if they do get to moving while you have a spread attached to the back of them, sometimes they can scratch, and especially since this is going to be in the 2022 album. And I don't have many pages in that yet, so most likely I won't be adhering it down right away, so I don't want it scratching other pages. So. Other than that, guys, really, there is not much more to do with this page. Like I said, it was more of maybe figuring this out in Photoshop and then transferring it over to real life. But I wanted to come on here and answer some questions about clipping mask that I have gotten a couple of times in my comments. So if you have any other questions about hybrid scrapbooking and maybe need a tutorial on how to do other things, like maybe changing more colors of things, let me know in the comments below. The last thing I just did was with this little embellishment is put it down below and then use some glossy accents. So thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 1,000.